Alright, what is going on, everyone? DSP here with nice messy hair for you. Welcome to the weekend preview for Sunday, November 27th, 2016. If you haven't been following me on social media today, you probably don't know exactly what's going on. First of all, you'll notice the links are missing from the weekend preview screen. Normally, I have my Twitter over here, @they call me DSP. Literally, usually I have my Patreon over here, which is patreon.com/darksidephil. I didn't even have a chance to set that up because today has been such a crazy day. The past few days have been absolutely out of control. Now, so let's talk a little bit about what I've been up to and what you can expect this week. You're going to want to be in the know about what's going on. This past week, I was attempting to wrap up as much as humanly possible before the big week coming up this week with my Indies Marathon starting tomorrow, and then Monday, Final Fantasy 15 dropping. And let's face it, Final Fantasy 15 is all anyone's going to be talking about for the next several weeks. At least until we start to see other games drop, like The Last Guardian and Dead Rising 4. But even then, I really do get the feeling that Final Fantasy 15 hype and hoopla is going to overpower everything in gaming till the end of the year, pretty much. So that being said, I had some lingering things. Excuse me. Jesus Christ. I had some lingering things that I wanted to take care of. Oh, and by the way, I just want to bring something up. This is not a sweat stain. People in the videos who've been seeing me wear these kind of undershirts in my videos for my vlogging and stuff are like, Phil's got sweaty armpits. It's gross. It's not wet. It's a stain from deodorant because I use this kind of deodorant that unfortunately stains certain shirts. And Leanna has tried everything to get this out. It doesn't come out in the wash. And I'm not buying a whole new slew of shirts for no reason when these are perfectly fine. In fact, these are only like a year old, not even. So stop complaining about my armpit sweat, because it's not armpit sweat at all. But if you believe it, people were actually bringing this up, like in comments and on the forums, and I'm like, oh my god. So anyway, this week's been nuts. First of all, I didn't live stream this week because I wanted to cut down on live streaming in an effort to, number one, change my schedule a little bit and give me a little bit more leeway around things that I'm doing, especially this past week was a holiday week for me, and there was a lot of holiday-themed stuff that I had to do that was out of the norm of a normal week. And number two, to basically cut down on streams because I've been getting an overwhelming amount of people telling me that I stream too much. People, weren't turning out for the streams of my longer ongoing games. And people were telling me that my streams just weren't special anymore because I was doing it all the time. So, with all that feedback that I received, I decided I would cut back on streaming. So, it's not that I'm not live streaming, ever. It's that I wasn't going to live stream continuously every single day, every single game. Alright? Instead of that, what I decided to do was I would stream events, I would stream special things, and I would stream premieres. So, for example, tomorrow is going to be my Indies Marathon coming up. Alright? That's special thanks to the October patrons who made that happen. They've been voting, and actually the voting has concluded. And I'm going to tell you in a couple minutes here what games I'm going to be playing tomorrow. Alright? I'll tell you the schedule and everything. Don't worry, we'll get to that. But an event like that, I will live stream, okay? In addition to premiere of a new game. So, for example, Final Fantasy 15 comes out Tuesday. Yes, I'll be live streaming that. But I'm not going to be live streaming every single session of everything that I've been doing. And in particular, this past week, I was trying to continue on with my Pokemon playthrough, and I was trying to wrap up my Watch Dogs 2 playthrough. Luckily for me, I got to do both things, which is great, right? But I didn't live stream any of it. It was just recorded and uploaded to YouTube. So if you haven't had a chance, hopefully you're caught up now, or you can get caught up on the Watch Dogs 2 playthrough, which did conclude on Friday. And my Pokemon playthrough's been continuing all weekend. There's over 6 hours of new footage for you right now on DSP Gaming that's available for you in playlist for Pokemon. So check that out, alright? So that's been me this week. Now, this week also, I've been incredibly busy with holiday stuff. On Wednesday, I put up my Christmas tree, and I made an edited video of that for the first time ever. I edited the parts together. I used to just make little individual videos and upload them all separately. I edited them all together into one video for the first time ever and uploaded that right here to the King of Hate Vlogs if you haven't seen it yet. Thursday was Thanksgiving. So I ended up doing a lot of Thanksgiving-related stuff, including, obviously we had a special meal for Thanksgiving, and I Instagrammed that, if you haven't seen a picture of that yet. But also I had to talk to my parents. My parents actually sat down with me for 2 hours on the phone, and we went through healthcare stuff, because I had to select a new health plan for 2017 per the government guidelines. You have to do it by the end of the year. And I think I finally selected a health plan that, will actually cover stuff if I go to the doctor. Last year, I had a problem with my foot. I went to the doctor, got an x-ray, a blood test, and pills, and I ended up paying, no lie, over $1,000 out of pocket for that one visit to the doctor and that one issue. So obviously my healthcare was terrible. My insurance was terrible. And I sat there with my parents and we went through it. I think I now have good health insurance, at least enough that it'll be more manageable. Like if I go to the doctor, most of that's covered. It's like a $20, $30 copay or something I have to do. Same thing with the medication. This time the medication will apparently be covered. So that's a great thing. So anyway, I did that on Thursday. Friday was Black Friday and Leanna had to work. So I had to drive her to and from her job. And as I was doing that, you know, that interrupted with my schedule and everything and broke it up. So I've been incredibly busy. Like, I haven't had a moment to myself. And I'm not even kidding. I haven't had, like, any free time. I'm just running around, filming, playing. Oh, I gotta go over here now because Black Friday. I gotta pick up Leanna. Oh, we gotta go out and do errands. That's what we did yesterday. We're out doing errands and shopping and stuff, you know, grocery shopping. And I've just been torn apart today in particular. I'm so behind. Right now, it's 8:21 p.m. Usually, I record the weekly preview at least 1 to 2 hours earlier than now. Just to give you an idea of how my day went today. Woke up, had a splitting headache when I woke up. You know, had breakfast and all of that. Played Pokemon for several hours, which was good. Had a few technical difficulties. I figured them out. Unfortunately, I can't record Pokemon in the new program I'm using now for live streaming, which is OBS Studio. If you don't know what I'm talking about, everything crashed on Monday. My whole OBS setup and my capture software and everything crashed, which is why, as you see, there's no words here. I had to reset up the entire template from scratch in OBS Studio. And, yeah, it's not, after that crash, I cannot get my 3DS capture software to work properly in this new program, so I had to go back to the old program. I had to completely set up a new thing there to get it working again. So I filled Pokemon for a few hours. Then I got caught up because I have a bunch of giant stack of bills to pay, right? So I was sitting there for about an hour, hour and a half, paying all my bills. I also had to pay health insurance, the new health insurance. I had to arrange for that and do all kinds of shit with that. So I'm doing all that. Right? And then as I'm doing that, I realize, oh my God, tomorrow is the Indies Marathon. I have to see what games won the poll so I can actually purchase the games and download them and have them ready for tomorrow. So that took me about another half hour to 45 minutes. I had to go to the forums. I had to figure out what won overall, which I'll announce in a moment. And then I had to go, and 2 of the games are on PS4 and 2 of the games were PC only. So I had to go get them on those respective things and figure out how I wanted to pay for them. The good news was they were all, except for one, they were all on sale, Black Friday or Cyber Weekend sale. So I actually ended up spending, saving quite a bit of money that I would have spent a lot more if it hadn't been this weekend. So that kind of worked out really well. So I'm doing all that and I realized, oh crap, I didn't upload the Pokemon videos. I got so caught up paying my bills with doing all this stuff for the Indies Marathon. I didn't upload. So I set up the videos to upload. I look at the time. It's 7 p.m. I'm like, holy shit, did this day get out of hand? I've lost track of time completely of all the stuff that I'm working on today. And then Leanna came home and we had to have dinner. So I had to whip together. I made a chicken Caesar salad, whip that together, literally shovel it in my mouth, blum, blum, blum. Then I'm back in here, and I'm like, oh crap, the template isn't set up to do the weekly preview. So now I'm throwing together stuff in here in the program. I mean, today has been an out-of-control day, and my whole week has kind of been like this, where I've just been everywhere, a million things going on, and it's pretty nuts. It's good to be busy, but at the same time, some things get lost, some things fall through the cracks, unfortunately. Right now, here's the deal. I'm filming the weekly preview right now, and after I'm done with this, as I'm uploading it, I'm going to start working on the Watch Dogs 2 review. Now, I already have the voice acting done. Like, record all the voices, everything I'm going to say. I got the music. I got the thumbnail done. All I need to do is get all the videos and basically edit the video. Take what I'm saying and take a video clip that obviously corresponds to that, and then edit it all together. Unfortunately, typically, the editing step of a review takes anywhere from 2 to 3 hours. It just does, because I have to go through it step by step. And I get the feeling this one's going to take a little bit longer. So I might be stuck here in my office till past midnight tonight. I don't know. Typically, I try to get out of here by 10. Usually, I don't. Usually, I end up getting stuck in here until 10:30 my time. I might be stuck in here till after midnight tonight. And I got a marathon tomorrow. It's like, oh my God. Oh, but this is the busiest time of the year. People don't realize, Phil, you should take time to do this and this and this. Okay, well, here's what I'll do. Like an amoeba, I will split my body in two. And one Phil will be here on the couch doing all the normal work, while the other Phil does all the other stuff. People are like, well, Phil, did you see Moana? Did you see Doctor Strange? Did you see, did you go, why don't you do a vlog about that? So all these things on social media. Today, there were UFOs supposedly sighted in Turkey. And there's this big conspiracy because it was the #1 trend on Twitter, then all of a sudden it disappeared completely, and it wasn't showing as trending, and everyone's like, how is that possible? It's a conspiracy to cover it up, that there's aliens or something. So all this is happening, right? This crazy stuff. Someone wants me to Phil, do a vlog on that. Phil, why didn't you do a vlog a couple days ago? Or today also there was a big news story in gaming. No Man's Sky. Apparently he's finally getting DLC content to improve the game. It only took them, what, fucking 4+ months, and everyone hates the game and already requested refunds for it, so no one has the game anymore. Now he thinks he's gonna, like, update it. Sean Murray finally comes out of, like, his Twitter slumber to say, oh, here's a big update. To which I responded, too little too late. No one cares. Why are you even bothering with this game? You already look terrible. There's no way you could save this game and save face. You just need to live and learn. Don't release an unfinished game ever again, because now no one will buy a game from you again because you fucked everyone over basically like this. But why didn't I do a vlog on that? You see what I mean? I don't have any time for anything. I wish I could. If there were 2 of me, one person today would have filmed multiple entertaining vlogs for you here on the King of Hate Vlogs. The other person would have went and played Pokemon, and the other person would have went and played my bills and did the personal stuff. But this is life. You know, this is my life, and this is kind of the hectic life that I have with even the amount of stuff that I put out. That's what a lot of people don't realize. Phil doesn't put out enough. He should be doing vlogs here and vlogs. They're like all the other YouTubers, and I just say, you know what? Listen. More power to them if they figured out how to fucking do that, because all I know is with my amount of videos that I put out and the stuff that I do, I don't have time to do these things all the time on the fly like a lot of these people apparently do, okay? That's just reality. And I talked about a little bit on the Ask the King this past Thursday, Thanksgiving, that my life is so hectic. I wish I could have went and saw Doctor Strange and did a vlog about it like everyone else on YouTube did, and I couldn't see the movie. I just couldn't get to the theater. I was too busy working. I don't have time, you know? And a day when I don't sit here working is a day when, unfortunately, I don't get paid, which means I can't pay my bills. You know, that big stack of bills that I said I paid today, I would just be throwing them out and having my credit get ruined because I wouldn't have any money. So I can't. I wish I could. I wish I could do all these creative projects and do it. I can't. I'm one-man show, and I'm working myself to the bone here, all right? So anyway, as soon as this vlog is done, I'm going to start working on the Watch Dogs 2 review, and I'm going to do my absolute best to release that tonight over on KO Gaming. All right? Tomorrow, my marathon starts at noon Pacific time. It's going to be live streamed on YouTube. I just want to clarify because there's been a lot of confusion, because this past week I've been in communication with Twitch TV, and everyone's wondering, am I going to go back to Twitch? When am I going back to Twitch? I do have an update for you on that, but I'm going to talk about that at the end of this video. I want to go through the schedule first, all right? So tomorrow, I will be live streaming on YouTube, and as usual, on DSP Gaming. It will start around noon Pacific time, and it'll go till around 7 p.m.-ish Pacific time. You know, tentatively, we'll see. You know, I might go later or a little bit shorter. It all depends on what's going on. The games that won. Here we go. The big announcement of the games, because I know you're excited. You want to know what games I'm going to be playing tomorrow. Number 1, Stardew Valley. Number 2, Postal 2. I know, a game from 2003 won. Holy shit. Number 3, Darkest Dungeon. And certainly last but not least, Hotline Miami 2. These are the 4 games that I'll be playing tomorrow in my Indies Marathon on YouTube, okay? Now, of course, I'll be recording, and yes, those videos will be uploaded to DSP Gaming after the marathon stream is over. So don't worry if you're, oh no, I can't be there for the stream, or I can only be there for a certain portion of the stream. I wonder what games we'll be playing then. The goal is to play all 4 of them, about an hour to an hour and a half each. The good news is, because I have this 7-hour block, I could usually probably do about an hour and a half each, and then, you know, you factor in time for setup and for breaks and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's going to be tomorrow. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited. I usually, you know, I have a lot of fun with these marathons, get exposed to games. Now, Hotline Miami 2, by the way, big update, I'm playing it on PS4. After playing Hotline Miami 1 on the PC last year, there's no humanly fucking way possible I'm playing that game on a keyboard again. Never again. I had so many problems trying to play that game on PC. I'm playing it on console. Hopefully, I'll not have any of those freaking problems, all right? So, yeah, Hotline Miami 2 and Darkest Dungeon will be played on PS4, while Stardew Valley and Postal will be on my PC because they're not available on anything else, okay? So that's tomorrow. I'm excited. I don't know the schedule or the order of games yet, but I hope some of you will come out. I know it's been a while now, right? I haven't done a live stream in a week. I'll be back tomorrow to live streaming for several days, and let me explain why. Because that's Monday. Monday will be my marathon. Tuesday is the premiere of Final Fantasy 15. Now listen, I am fully aware that Final Fantasy 15, spoilers are rampant. Final Fantasy 15 is already all over the internet. People already got it ahead of time. Some people, I guess, got really lucky and Amazon shipped it to them like early, so they've been playing it all freaking weekend, which is pretty damn lucky. I got it digitally, so obviously I just got to wait for the unlock, okay? So, all that being said, Final Fantasy 15 will be live streamed on Tuesday, starting around noon Pacific time again. And it will be 2 streams that day. There'll be 1 stream around noon and another one around 7 p.m. Pacific time on DSP Gaming. And then, you know, directly dependent on how many people are actually coming to the streams, I will continue to stream it during the week until basically people don't show up. All right? If people stop showing up and they're bored, you know, Phil's now 10 hours into the game and I don't want to spoil myself, I'm not going to go to the stream anymore. Or Phil's 10 hours into the game, I didn't see the first 5 hours, so I wasn't here, so I'm obviously not going to come to the stream. That's what happens with these longer games is the more I stream them, right, people can't show up for every single stream and they end up being behind and they don't want to watch a future part of the game without being caught up. Or maybe you're playing it yourself, right? And you haven't gotten to that part yet. You don't want to be spoiled. So that's what happens. Usually the premiere streams I do for games get up great attendance, and then boo, you know, as the game goes on. Now let's face it, Final Fantasy 15. Already people have said there's already someone who beat the game in 18 hours, that they rushed through it apparently. I think they found a game exploit, honestly, because most of these Final Fantasy games you gotta grind, right, in order to actually progress past certain points. So I really feel that's probably the case, that this guy found a way, an exploit or something, or a perfect combination of equipment or something that allowed him to coast through the game. Or maybe just cheated. Maybe he looked stuff up or someone told him about the game, how to beat it easily, and he just rushed through it. But he didn't do any side content. He beat the story is 18 hours long, okay? But since I'm going to be playing, of course I'm going to be doing side content. I'm going to be doing side missions and optional combat and all that. My playthrough's probably going to take 2-3 weeks to finish, you know what I mean? And the bottom line is, yes, the good news is, for a week there's really nothing else going on. For a week it's just a focus on Final Fantasy 15, so that's good. But I may start to get burnt out, and I certainly don't want to play every day 2 sessions and then end up getting burnt out. So what I'm going to do is later in the week, as I'm playing Final Fantasy 15, if I start to feel burnt out, or if I start to feel a craving for something else, I'm going to play more Pokemon Moon. Now, Pokemon Moon, for those who are following that playthrough, don't worry, it's not going away. What's going to happen, like I said, it's going to be the game that I'm kind of balancing with a lot of other stuff. I fully expect Pokemon Moon, because it is such a long game, is going to be a game that is going to come back and forth throughout the month of December. And I do promise you I'm going to finish it. A lot of people, oh, but Phil, you know, you're not live streaming it anymore, and I don't even know. Honestly, I have no idea how many views it has. I haven't looked at all. I didn't want to, you know, anything. I don't want that affect me at all, because I love the game. I'm playing it. I'm loving it. I don't want any kind of views to be a distraction for me. Oh, no, it's not getting views or whatever. So I'm literally not paying attention. The game will continue. I promise you this. But it has to be at a point, obviously, where I'm balancing with all the new releases, too, okay? So my primary focus for the next week, Final Fantasy 15. I'm going to stream it at least twice on Tuesday. I may stream, you know, all day Wednesday, Thursday. We'll see. Let's play it by ear. And let's see how it goes, and if it goes well, I'll keep streaming it, and if people get bored of attending the streams because they're, you know, like I said, for the reasons I already mentioned, then I won't stream it. I'll still record it offline, and maybe I'll balance that a little bit with Pokemon Moon, okay? So that's what you can expect all week, and I'm excited for it, okay? Next week, we have both The Last Guardian and Dead Rising 4 releasing on the same day next week. So now I'm going to balance Final Fantasy 15, which I severely doubt I will have beaten by then, plus the ongoing Pokemon, plus those 2 games. Now, the good news is the only other game coming out this year is The Walking Dead Season 3, which isn't being called Season 3. It's being called something else. I can't even remember. And that's coming out, I believe, Christmas week, which is the perfect week for it, in my opinion. So I will be playing that when it's new. But outside of that, this is going to be a crazy month of basically juggling Final Fantasy, Pokemon, Last Guardian, Dead Rising 4. And then once all those are kind of wrapped up and I'm working on reviews for them and everything, near Christmas time, we're going to be having the patron event, which is going to be the multiplayer event right after Christmas, and then I'm going to work on my year-end series. So, holy shit, the rest of this year is going to be super busy juggling these new games and reviewing games and, you know, all kinds of events and things going on, and just like I said, today I'm run ragged. Like, literally, I'm everywhere, bouncing off the walls, trying to get stuff done, and time's getting out of my grasp. It's going to be like this, I think, till the end of the year. Quite honestly, I really do. And that's why some people are like, Phil needs to make big, sweeping changes across his business and his content immediately. And they slam on a desk like this. They go, boom. They slam the desk with their hands with authority. You see that shakes the camera? Slam the desk. He should just do it right now. And what? So, okay, so I'll just start making sweeping changes, but I won't play half the games that are out, right? I'll just skip half the games. I won't make any videos, and I'll make no money, and I'll go out of business. And you won't see me on YouTube anymore. So that's why you're wondering, gee, why is Phil said there would probably be change instituted based off of our suggestions, and I'm not seeing changes. That's probably why. There was a big change this week. I didn't stream all week. So that at least was one big change, right? And using this new software, I should be able to stream at a quality of one thing and record at another, which means I'll be able to stream on Twitch again, which is the big reason I left Twitch 2 years ago. So that being said, now let's talk about Twitch, and I'll give you a cumulative update on what's going on that, and then I'll give you another summary, and then we'll wrap this up, because I got to get to work on this freaking Watch Dogs 2 review, all right? So Twitch TV, there is lots of good news here. The good news is I've spoken with the head of Twitch partnerships, and he basically said, wow, your channel, I was looking at it, because, oh, let me clarify. Earlier this week, when everything crashed on Monday, okay, my capture software crashed, everything crashed, I set up the new OBS, which I'm using right now, OBS Studio, and I figured out I could stream at one quality while I recorded another, which means the reason I left Twitch TV is gone. I could actually go back if I wanted. Now, obviously, I still have a lot of issues with them and their business practices, but overwhelmingly, my viewers and fans have been telling me I have to go back to Twitch, that streaming on YouTube is just a lost cause. People are not going to show up. So, I'm listening. Now, but listen, this is a big bullet for me to bite, because I am diametrically opposed to a lot of the philosophies of people who stream on Twitch and the business itself, all right? And I want you to understand, if you are a viewer of my content right now and you love the raw gameplay videos and you love the streams that I do now, don't worry. I'm not going to completely change my entire business model because I'm going back to stream on Twitch. There will be some things that change. For example, if I go back to Twitch and people start subbing to me, when I take a break, I'll probably give thank you shout outs right before I go on my break to the people who sub. It won't mess with the gameplay footage. I'm not going to stop playing the game. Here we are. I'm playing a game. It's a really tense moment. It's a tense fight. Let's go. Oh, wait a minute. I got a new sub. Pause the game. Here comes a pop-up on the fucking screen. Thanks to Jubbity Bubbity for joining the hate army. You're great. Blah, blah, blah. No, not going to do that. I'm going to continue to make the same kind of quality playthroughs that I've done since day one on YouTube. It's not going to have interruption or anything. Why did I pick up this controller again? I'm not going to have interruption or anything during streams on Twitch if someone subs. But I will, maybe cumulatively, like I said, breaks at the end of the stream, say thanks to the people who maybe subbed during the stream so that they feel appreciated, okay? So that being said, I decided earlier this week when I had to go to this new capture software and I upgraded it and everything, and I figured out that I could stream at a different quality than I record. I said, what the hell? Shot in the dark. I don't know what's going to happen, but let's see if I can get my Twitch channel re-enabled. Now, for those who don't know, my Twitch channel is fine. I never actually like deleted it or anything. It was me. There's all these rumors on the internet from fucking dumb kids. Did you hear what happened? One day Phil was streaming and Leanna just deleted his channel. What? Yeah, my girlfriend deleted my channel. What the fuck are you talking about? You must be, like, mentally handicapped to say something so stupid. Like, how do you think that even works? This is it. Rumors on the internet. Some people think that Twitch banned me. No. None of this ever happened. It's all fabricated bullshit. What happened was 2 years ago, I didn't want to stream on Twitch anymore because they were telling me that I had to stream at a lower quality than I wanted to record at, and I didn't have the capability to stream at one quality and record at the other, so I just left and I went to YouTube. But what ended up happening was people were going into the stream chat on the channel and abusing it. Like, they were going in there and saying nasty shit, oh my god, racist stuff. They were basically going in there trying to get me in trouble. Like, oh, look what's happening on Phil's channel now because he's not streaming here. So I got it disabled. I actually contacted Twitch staff and had them disable the whole thing. Okay? So, which was fine. I was okay with that. But now that I said, let me see if I can get it enabled. So I wrote them a message. I asked them to reactivate my channel. And they did, but it had all this weird stuff. For example, number one, stream chat wasn't showing up on the channel anymore. It was gone. It said inactive. Now, I don't know what, maybe that was because, like I said, people were abusing it and some Twitch mod went in there and saw, what the fuck is this? And he closed it or whatever. I don't know. I don't know because I wasn't there for the last, like, 2 weeks that channel was open. I wasn't there. I was streaming on YouTube. So anyway, that was not enabled. There's no chat on the channel. You could get to the chat if you actually had a link directly to it. It has its own link, but you couldn't see it on the channel. I was like, well, that's not going to work because people are going to want to watch and chat. And if you can't see the chat, you can't participate, right? Number two, it looks like advertisements are there. Like, I could run ads, which is great, but there was no sub button. So no one could subscribe to my channel. And I was like, well, I never left the sub program, so I have no idea why the sub button's missing. My hypothesis was that probably since I was disabling the channel, they didn't want anyone to go in there and accidentally think that I was still active and sub to me, and then find out you sub to nothing because Phil's not streaming here anymore, okay? So anyway, the channel was re-enabled about midweek this week, but a lot of stuff was missing. It wasn't functional. So I wrote another message to Twitch asking, you know, did you see this? Why is it like this? Can you help me? And I got a response from the head of partnerships, which is pretty cool. The head guy contacted me, and he says, well, you know, I took a look at your channel, and it looks like there were some weird settings that were applied to your channel that I've never even seen before. Now, keep in mind, this happened over 2 years ago, so who knows who it was that did all that shit to my channel 2 years ago anyway. It could have been some rogue mod or something. Who knows? But he says, here's what I'm going to do. I turned on your chat. Your chat works. The reason you don't have a sub button is because you are in a very old contract. I'm in a contract from over 2 years ago that is a legacy contract. Apparently, all their contracts are different now. I'm sure that they pay differently. Who knows if it's more or less, by the way. I have no idea. All I know is when I left, the ad revenue sucked. So if the ad revenue still sucks, I guess nothing changed. But I'm assuming that there's all these different stuff, new terms and conditions you got to read through and sign and everything. And he says, so yeah, technically you could run ads, but I don't even know if they'd be able to pay me. All right, based on any ads that I ran on a stream there or anything like that. And no, the sub button's not there because the contract's outdated. So he says, we have to send you a new contract, and you have to review it, agree to it, and then we can re-enable all that so that you can have proper advertisements and a sub button back, okay? So that was good. That sounds good. But he says, oh yeah, by the way, this was Friday when he wrote to me. He says, by the way, we're basically off now. We're not even at work. We've been off because Thanksgiving was Thursday. It's a national holiday in the United States. And they were off. They said, we're off today. We're off all weekend. We're not back till Monday. So I'm like, that's nice. You know, a business who literally their business is 24/7 game streams, right? They have no staff in the office until Monday. So that's a 4-day weekend for them. Even though their business still has to operate and everyone still uses it, they can't process anything for 4 days because they're all off. I'm just saying, when I used to work at an office job, I worked at a company called Helicopter Support. We had customers worldwide who needed support. They're flying a helicopter. Just because it's Thanksgiving weekend doesn't mean a helicopter doesn't need to fly and do business for the rest of the world. And they had staff every single day, 24/7. I'm just saying. Anyway, so basically I was told Monday I will be in contact with them again. They're probably going to send me the new contract to review. I'm going to read it, obviously, because I want to see what's changed in 2 years. Since, you know, then again, my contract is probably from 2 years before then. So the contract I'm in with Twitch is basically a 4.5-year-old contract. Holy shit. From early 2013. That's not 4.5 years. That's 3.5 years. I completely misspoke. So, yeah, I definitely need to get in the new contract. But from what I'm going to understand, this is what he told me. He says, even if we get it to you right away and you sign it right away, it still has to process and then they have to upgrade the channel. So probably it's not going to be done till the end of this week. So the good news, for those who've been urging me for years to go back to Twitch, Twitch is the place to be. You'll get extra viewers on Twitch. It'll be worth it to stream on Twitch. Go back to Twitch. We like Twitch stream chat. We like the quality streams on Twitch. We like subbing on Twitch. We like everything about Twitch, fucking Twitch. It looks like by the end of this week, my Twitch channel should be fully functional. And yeah, obviously, I will try to stream over there and we'll see how it goes. All right? What I'll probably do, I'll be streaming at 720p quality, which is lower than what I broadcast on YouTube, and it's lower than the on-demand videos on YouTube. All right? It'll be lower resolution, but it'll be full 60 frames per second. So 60 frames per second, 720. If you're watching a game like Call of Duty or whatever, it'll look smooth. Okay? And my videos for YouTube will remain 1080p 60 frames per second. So basically, when you think about it, there's actually more incentive to watch the videos on YouTube if you have a good internet connection because it's better quality. All right? There's actually more incentive to watch the videos on demand on YouTube. But that being said, a lot of people love to be there live. They love the live, you know, the interaction with people in the stream chat and seeing it live and reacting live with a group of people. Like you're in a movie theater, right? You're watching a movie, you're laughing with the people there. It's kind of the same thing on Twitch. Some people really like that experience. So that's going to be, you know, you'll have to watch it slightly lower quality because that's all Twitch allows. They won't allow me to do the quality I want, but I'll do it. I'll stream at the lower quality and I'll record at the higher and we'll see how it goes. All right, so I'll have more information once I get contacted by Twitch and we get that ball rolling and all of that. I'll let everyone know exactly when it looks like this channel will be ready. And once it is, even if I am, say, 3-4 days into Final Fantasy 15 or whatever, I'll probably still do a stream as my welcome back to Twitch stream, you know. to reintroduce myself and to get readjusted, because I haven't streamed over there in years, so I gotta get used to having the dashboard running on my laptop and running ads and all of that, which I don't do any of that shit on YouTube at all. I don't pay attention to it. I literally on YouTube just play the games. So it's going to be a change. Again, if people start subbing and stuff to say give thank yous at breaks and stuff, it's going to be a difference, an adjustment. We'll see how it goes. All right, we'll see how it goes. We'll play it by ear, and we'll go from there. Here's the thing. Unfortunately, with Twitch, the way that it works, I believe, is once you sign their partnership contract, it basically says if you want to make money on our website, you cannot stream anywhere else. So if I start live streaming on Twitch and running ads and making money there, I cannot stream on YouTube anymore. Or if I go back to YouTube, that's it. My Twitch partnership ends. They'll cancel the contract. So we'll see how it goes. Hey, I might start streaming on Twitch and it works out great, and we're all having a great time because I'm back. Or it could be the flip side. I go back there and things aren't working out and I don't like the quality and there's just too much bullshit. I don't know. I haven't been there in 2 years. I really don't know too much about what's changed. I just want to kind of play it by ear and let it happen and see what happens and go from there. I have headphones jabbing me in my fucking ass here. I'm surrounded by headphones. These are the headphones. These are the headphones that I use for my 3DS and my PC. These are the headphones that I use for my PS4. And this is a Deadpool hat. There you go. So anyway, as you can see, I'm all over the place tonight. So that's the deal with Twitch. I know this video is now going super long, but I had a lot to talk about, okay? That's the deal with Twitch. More information on that hopefully by the end of the week. Maybe by next week, I'll be able to tell you on the weekly preview. Guess what? We're streaming on Twitch, and here's what I'm streaming for the new release. Because The Last Guardian and Dead Rising 4 could be great games to stream on Twitch. 2 new games coming up, right? So it's a good time maybe to go back, but at the same time, let's see. Let's see how it goes with this partnership contract and all that, and we'll go from there. All right? All right, everyone. That's it for the weekly preview. In summary, like I promised you, a quick summary. Tonight, I'm going to work on the Watch Dogs 2 review and try to release it for you. I'm going to be working fucking late as shit, but I'm going to try to get it out for you on KO Gaming. Tomorrow, the Indies Marathon starting at noon Pacific time. 4 games being played on stream. Hope you'll join me for that. If not, the videos will be uploaded to YouTube, so that's fine. And then Tuesday, the premiere of Final Fantasy 15 will be streamed at least, will be streamed twice. And then depending on how it goes with attendance and stuff, that'll determine how much more I stream it during the course of the week. I'll probably be playing that most of the week, but I'll balance it with a little bit of Pokemon Moon. All right. And then that's going to take us, until whenever Twitch streaming is enabled. Maybe when Twitch streaming comes on, I'll do some streams on Twitch just to test it out. And then next week, we got new games again. All right. So that's kind of the deal. All right. The final thing. Because guess what? This is the end of the month. This is it. We only got, today's the 27th, so you got, 3 days left? 28th, 29th, 30th. Yeah, and then we're into December. 3 days left to pledge to my Patreon. I don't have a link or anything to show you because I didn't have a chance to set up the template here. All right. But basically, if you pledge $5 or more by the end of this month, you can become part of the multiplayer event where you play multiplayer games with me, including Overwatch and Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty and all that stuff. It's a closed environment, meaning it's going to be scheduled out where certain people are playing certain sessions. And once it's scheduled out, you come join. We're going to do voice chat and everything. It's going to be a good experience. I did it once earlier this year, and overwhelmingly, the people who participated told me it was the best thing I'd ever done. Like, it was the best event I'd ever run. They had so much fun playing with me, and it ended up being a quality experience because it was scheduled and privately like that, that the assholes who would have tried to come and ruin it couldn't, and we ended up being a really fun idea. So that's why I'm doing it again. You have to pledge $5 or more by the end of this month, and as long as we hit the funding goal, which I'm pretty sure we're going to, because right now we're way over it, it looks like we'll be doing this event right after Christmas, so it'll be a few days after Christmas in a lump, and then in early January, probably the first or second week of January, whenever I have more time, I'm going to schedule a second makeup sessions for a couple days, okay? So consider it. If not, if you don't care about that event, you could still pledge in the next 3 days to get your own personal perks, such as text and verbal thank yous and, shout-outs and getting your questions answered on Ask the King, getting a private Q&A video, or being able to participate in different events and stuff. So please consider pledging if you haven't. Patreon.com/DarkSidePhil. Pretty much the reason I can pay my bills. I'm not even lying. Like last month, if I didn't get that big influx of Patreon income that I got, I would not have been able to pay some of my bills. And I don't even know what I would have done. I would have had to ask my parents desperately for some money or something. I don't know. So please, thank you for those who are pledging. And if you haven't, please do. Patreon is helping me a ton this year. All right. That is it for the weekly preview. Without further ado, thank you to the October patrons.